Good morning. It is a beautiful morning where I am. I am in Fish Creek in Door County, northern Wisconsin. I grew up in Wisconsin and used to come camping here with the Girl Scouts and with my family, but I haven't been in a very, very long time. My sister and I have made an Easter weekend sojourn up here. It was traditional in my family to do something special for Easter, to have an adventure, and this is our Easter adventure. Yesterday, we went to find the house where our dad grew up, the house where our grandparents lived, and I spent some summers there when I was a very, very young child. I had very little memory of where they were, but through teamwork and a little bit of investigation, we managed to find it, which was exciting. And then we drove up to Door County, and we're just going to be spending the day exploring here. As you can see, my glasses are fogging up because it's a bit cold, and there's still ice on the bay. But it's absolutely a stunning morning. And I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot about the seasons because I left Australia 2 weeks ago, and it was going into autumn. Although living in Queensland, we never really have an autumn. It's just kind of variations on summer. But here, they definitely have seasons, and we are going into spring in the northern hemisphere. Um, and as you can see, the ice is still here, but it's melting. I certainly wouldn't walk on it. uh, we're going through a transition, and I think that that is a fitting metaphor for the time in our lives that we're living. As I record this, it is the Monday after Easter, Easter Monday, in the US. In Australia, it is very early in the morning on the day after Easter weekend. So everybody's going to be getting ready for work soon. And as I record this, Trump yesterday came out on Truth Social and talked about bombing the hell out of Iran and with some expletives, talked about threatening to bomb them into Kingdom Come unless they open the Strait of Hormuz. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens because we know that Trump's nickname is Taco and that he changes his mind often. And I certainly hope that he does change his mind. But he's making a pretty risky bet, I think, because he's betting that the Iranian government cares about their people. Not the government, sorry, the Iranian leaders, the far right religious leaders in Iran care about their people and will succumb to Trump's demands. It's a very old school way of thinking. Very old school way of thinking. And I'm not sure that it's going to work because the Iranian government, I think, they know that they hold all the cards where it comes to the strait. And they are not afraid to exercise that authority for several different reasons. First of all, they're the ones who are controlling it, they're in power. And as long as they themselves are safe, I mean, that's how greed and power work. As long as the people who are greedy and in power are safe, everybody else be damned. So I'm not sure. Well, I suspect strongly that that's not going to hold sway with the Iranian leaders. Don't know. We'll see. But I think that I'm hoping that Trump won't carry out on his words as well. And what's this analogy for? Because I talk about the future of work and I talk about leadership, and this is a very, very clear example of old school leadership, old-fashioned leadership, trying to bend reality to his will. And this is a very extreme example of a lot of things that I see in the workforce. Old school leadership trying to bend people with different viewpoints, the younger generation having a different relationship with work, people wanting different priorities now, especially since COVID, and the old school leadership trying to bend them to their will. And it's proven time and time again that it doesn't work that way. We live in a world where things change. And this is a perfect example, the changing of the seasons, the breaking up of the ice. My wish for the world this Easter is that the ice breaks, that the old way of doing things, once and for all, changes, and that a new dawn, a new spring occurs, and that we build something better. when the ice melts, when things unthaw, that we're left with something beautiful. And after winter comes spring, that new life, new ways of doing things, new interpretations of the world, a more inclusive, a more gentle, generous world. That's my wish for Easter. Thanks.